Already, this looks like a very much exciting 17th May 2024 as Gostaviour Foundation is interacting with you through me, Gostaviour Tembo, Chief Executive Officer, Gostaviour Foundation, Community Development Facilitator for our communities that we value so much. Pay attention as today's topic brings a lot of value to our local leadership, in our district civic leadership, and our national leadership as we make decisions to improve our communities. One should not steal for profitability, just as one should not kill for gain. There are certain activities we take to the community thinking it will bring about gain, and we are actually killing the community. I am delighted to define development as a specific state of advancement, a specific state of growth. In this session, that is a simple definition. Gostaviour Foundation, under its project planning and management program, is interacting with you to look at a topic: development that harms the community. Development that unbuilds its intended goal. Development that kills as opposed to building. As we interact with each and every of our community, there is always need to do risk assessment, environmental assessment before we implement an activity for that community. First things first, let me look at how researchers look at development. Because development itself generally is described as positive change, positive advancement, positive growth. Let's see how researchers look at it. They look at development in three ways. One, development as a vision, where a country, a region, a society is and where it should be in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 15, 20, 30 years. No wonder politicians will give their lineup of what they will do in the next 5 years. This is what we do to develop in the next 10 years. Vision. A vision is a dream with a time limit. Two, development as a historical process. For example, looking at where you're coming from, historical process to now. For example, communication, archaic times, you could write a letter, give a driver who's going to the city, they'll go and deliver for you. While today, we are looking at just sitting, doing an email, click of a button. The recipient of that information receives right and there. Historical process. Three, development as an action, where a community takes time to reach point A to point B. They work on the road and connect, improve connectivity, where community members will take 4 hours, they will only take an hour. While there's hunger, you implement a poverty reduction, poverty alleviation program, and you see economy improves. One, development as a vision. Two, development as a historical process. Three, development as an action. Development that brings harm to the community. Instead of achieving intended purpose, it brings more harm. Here is an investment of a mine. An investor mines, they make profit and go away. And you have pollution that remains behind. For example, lead pollution. Lead brings about, brain damage. slow growth in children, stunted growth in children, learning and behavioral problems. As opposed to having the intended purpose of that development, now you have health issues that you live with, development that brings problem. Here is a road created for connectivity, a dust road that people that live beside are ever inhaling dust. Dust brings about respiratory diseases, cardiovascular problems. It brings about eye problems, eye irritation, throat problems. That is development that brings more harm to the community. Hence, the need